This is the 2024 altcoin picker reading, part 1 of 3. We're taking a look at a plethora of different altcoins and determining which ones are going to be the best performers, as well as some other information which we'll get into. It's currently January 14th, 2024 at 8:49 p.m. Eastern Time. The shuffle file for the altcoins picker reading, part 1, was created December 11, 2023 at 9:28 p.m. Eastern Time. That's this video here in the lower left corner. All right, so out of all of the ones on the screen here, the ones that significantly outperform, that really stand out to me, are going to be Avalanche, Polygon, Mime Combat, which is MK. I believe that one's like brand new, not even out possibly. And Polygon, Matic, Combat, and Avalanche. Those 3 guys. So those are going to be significant outperformers. Taking a look at Avalanche, when we look at the 2024 reading that I did a while back, we've got the Lust card as one of the main components of the reading. So that stands out pretty. There's also the Aeon card right there in May. So that looks like it'll hold up pretty solid with Avalanche. And I would be looking for a pretty big move to the upside at the end of the year in Polygon to a high, probably in early 2025. Big move to a high with like a breakout, or big move to a high, I should say, mid-year for Combat, MK. And the thing about Combat, in Combat right here, it's like a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of a cent. Brand spanking new, and my sense is that it's probably not like a great long-term investment, but more so there's some sort of like media frenzy or some sort of like catalyst that really sends this thing rocketing mid-year, and I'd want to be in it for that rocket and then probably exit there. Hard to say without doing a closer, like a multi-year reading of MK if I'd want to stay in it or not, but my sense is that I'd probably want to get out when I see a big move mid-year to a high. Right, and Polygon looks like there's a trough towards the later part of the year, but between that trough and like this high that we have in 2025, there's like a ton of ground covered there at the end of the year, so there's a pretty good trade in there. Shiba Inu and Sui both look like places where you would trade back and forth between the same highs and lows throughout the year. And then as far as Algorand, there's very likely a new high for Algorand. Right, there's like a new local high, not necessarily like an all-time high, but let's see. I mean, yeah, it looks like we get new all-time highs in Algorand in 2024, so probably a pretty notable performer there as well. It's a type of, that card has a lot of decline towards the later stages of it, so it's not like super bullish without bearish coming back afterwards. And then as far as multi-year buy opportunities, guys, it looks like Litecoin in the midst of a decline this year in 2024, you would want to open up long positions, like partially on the way down in the midst of this decline. A multi-year opportunity to buy, as well as TS Gas, which is TGC. Looks like you'd probably want to sell that in early 2025, but buying it like in the midst of declines here in 2024. And that's the first portion of the altcoin picker reading. Look out for part 2. We've got 2 more parts coming out, and then after that we might do a comparison between the winners as well. It's a possibility, so look out for that. You should see the next portion coming out within like a week or so. And as always, guys, make sure to follow that rule of karma. You know where to go. It's right here on the resources tab of our website, Terra for Traders. 5% of all profits should be donated forward to one of these charities. 5% of all profits should be donated back to the channel. That leaves you at 90%. Make sure to spend that money out of love. As long as you follow those rules, you're an angel investor. The channel universe is going to send it back to you tenfold for following through on that. Blessings to all my angel investors. Not to mention, angel investors all get a private invite to a Discord channel only for angel investors and myself. I'll see you on there, hopefully. Later.